Please don't tell me it's still. I'm back. Love once but not twice. Who plays games with no rules? Tears and fears. Happens almost every time. Love knocks you on your behind. Not your heart, not your long. Now his love is gone. Government leaving this the room almost all. So you must be strong. Stand up on your own. Take control of your life. I've seen it time and time. Yeah, it's not perfect. No, don't be down. It's about you and only you can bring yourself around. Give it up, turn it loose. You don't want to, you don't need girl. Yeah, give it up, turn it loose. Yeah, back to life. So sad. Nothing can hurt you. Breathing skies won't stay line. I understand what the tales of love and both play tricks on your mind. You'll be fine, take this time to find peace of mind. Sooner or later, that feeling's will die. You must be strong, don't blame it all on love. Time to things will come. I've seen it time and time. Yeah, it's not perfect. No, don't be down. It's about you and only you can bring yourself around. Give it up, turn it loose. If you don't want to, you don't need to. Yeah, give it up, turn it loose. Yeah.
All right. I had to let that play a little bit. I love In Vogue, guys. I'm a big fan of In Vogue. They were classy, they were sexy, they wasn't popping and twerking. You know what I'm saying? They was just beautiful sisters. The type of sister you want to bring home to mama. You know what I'm saying? That's what I liked about In Vogue, man. You know what I'm saying? Just classy. You know what I'm saying? Being it was all about being a lady, being but still got your hair together, your makeup, your shit together. You know what I'm saying? That's what I liked about In Vogue. I miss that shit. Like, can women go back to having their shit together and not twerking and showing your coochie on Instagram? Can we get that right? I know y'all like, hey, what the hell they got to do with IQs, right? That's just my personal 2 cents. So let me explain to y'all why I'm doing this video. Uh, I wasn't Terry Ellis. Is Terry the main one? I think that's the one. Yeah, yeah. No, Terry Ellis from Georgia. I know who you're talking about. Yeah, the Georgia girl. Yeah, she was cute too. But I like Dawn until I saw her ass on the reality show. All that changed. You know what I'm saying? I was like, oh my god, I don't like her ass no more. But when I before that, when she was in Lucy Pearl and all that, I love Dawn, man. I thought Dawn was the baddest one. I think Sydney. I don't know if that's the main one that was singing on Hold On. She was cold too. Man, look here, man. You couldn't lose with En Vogue. Like you just could not. You can close your eyes and just pick one and you win it. That's That was tight. You know, that's for real. And that's why you know what I liked about that era. Girls tried to imitate En Vogue, their hairstyles and the way they carried themselves, conducted themselves like classy. It wasn't nothing about them. They wasn't singing about selling their coochie. It was just, you know, just it was better. We didn't think that at first. We just thought, okay, this is a nice little singing group. We didn't know we was gonna wind up with this shit we got now with Beyonce and all that, right? So let's get to it, right? So let me tell y'all what brought this video on. So y'all know I'm on these damn testosterone shots and shit like that. So I got a temper, man, and so I'm having to control my temper and stuff. And I don't know if it makes me ready to. I get this rage, like I want to just act a fool. Let me tell you what happened. So for the last I don't know how many months I have been going to this McDonald's with my son to get him a Happy Meal because that's what he liked to get after school and you know play with the little toy and stuff like that. And he always cries when we make it home because he don't have no done apple slices because he loves his apple slices. Every time I go to the damn drive-through, I request apple slices, right? Dude repeats the order back to me. I see it on the window. It says apple slices on the little glass thing. So I'm good, right? Or at least the dude tells me that. I don't know. I have to verify if he's in there. And I'm going to look next time. But I wasn't really paying attention because I was on the phone bumping my gums. But I made sure to say apple slices. And I made sure that this time I went ahead and ordered me something. I really don't order that much from there. But I said, let me get me a Big Mac thing. I said large, right? Large Big Mac combo, right? With a Coke, light ice. So this dude, I go through, I pay my thing, and I get up to the register. What I mean, the place where they give you your food, because there's two windows, right? So every time I come through, I don't have them. So the other day, about 2 days ago, I reached in when I pulled before pulling off, remembering that my boy was crying about his apple slices. I opened the thing. I said, "Oh man, I didn't get my apple slices." So it's this little young kid. He a teenager. He walks over there. He gets it and hands it to me, and I pull off. I ain't trying to have no attitude. I'm just like, I paid my money. I just want to get what I paid for, right? So the day I go through, I do the same thing, right? And this is how I know I need to calm down because I promise you I would have pulled a call and went there and whooped his ass. I promise you. That's the way I felt about it. Like I was like, who the fuck this nigga? You know, I get like that. And sometimes I need to calm down because I ain't trying to get into no violent situation. I really ain't. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes you just be in that mood. You're like, man, I just ain't here today, man. I'm ready to, we can go at it. You know what I'm saying? Like you coming at me like it ain't nothing but an opportunity out here, bro. We can get it in. That's the way I felt. Obviously, that's not the way you should conduct yourself. So I'm glad nothing happened. I kind of played it off and I drove off. And I thought about it like, man, this little 130-pound, I snatch his little skin ass through that damn drive through. Who the hell he think he give me that? So what happened? I get up to the damn register. After I pay, I go to the second one. He hands me the Happy Meal. Before I even pull off, I already know your incompetent ass, after months of me coming through, requesting, after me coming through all the time, having to open the box before I pull off. I done done this shit 3 or 4 times. I open it again, and lo and behold, your low IQ, unintelligent ass has not read the fucking ticket, and you ain't putting my shit in there, or you're too lazy to go around the corner. Because what happened, I opened the box. He go suck his teeth and then walk over and grab the box of apples. Obviously, he was out of apples for the Happy Meal. So instead of him just, saying, hold on, sir, I'll be right back. Damn, you on the fucking clock. You making $7 and some change. It ain't going to hurt you to say, hold on, sir, 1 second. Let me go get this for you. It doesn't hurt you. But see, this is what I don't like about us as African-American men. We always got to act like we some tough motherfuckers, like he all mean mugging me and shit when you fucking my order up, right? You showing me you incompetent and you don't read and follow directions. You don't comprehend what you see. If you see Happy Meal, you lack reading comprehension skills, which is woosah. So anyway, he gives me he come over, right? So he give me the apples, and then I said okay. So then he gives me my combo, right? So when he went to get the apples and came back, I tried to play it off. I said, oh, you knew what I was looking in that Happy Meal for, with a smile. I promise you, right here to go. I had a smile on my face. I said, you knew what I was looking at. That nigga ain't say a word. Stoic, cold ass stare, right? I said, okay. Okay. Then he gives me my damn my Big Mac combo, which is large. Now y'all just heard that, right? I said large. This motherfucker give me a little bitty small ass drink, right? I said, bro, this combo was large. Let me take my fries too while we at it. He comes and get so the drink he gave me, he wouldn't take it back. I said, oh man, take this back. Because I ain't got but two drunk cup holders in the front. I don't like to sit them in the back with my son. There's some cup holders back there, but I don't want to sit it back there because he'll be done knocked it over or something, right? So I take the drink. He don't want to take it back. He didn't. Not only does he not want to take it back, he doesn't open his fucking mouth the whole time I'm in the drive-through. This has got to do with low IQ. I got to go there today. I got to. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, damn, I didn't do shit. I come through, I spend money to employ. Actually, me spending this money, this little $13 and some change I just spent, is helping your stinking ass have a job, nigga. That's number one. But secondly, we lack customer service, right? You don't understand. Like, that's why I love Chick-fil-A. Because say what you will, bad service at Chick-fil-A is they didn't say hello. That's about it. Usually, Chick-fil-A gonna give you great service. I don't give a damn whatever state you in most of the time. I have had bad service at a Chick-fil-A before, but it is rare. Every time you walk in, hi, welcome to, and I'm talking about it's real. It's not no fake ass pre-recorded. Hi, welcome to Chick-fil-A. And take your order. Damn, this is refreshing. A motherfucker that actually said, how are you? And asked me for my money and actually repeated my order back to me. Rare. I mean, I can count the times I done had a bad order out of Chick-fil-A. Usually, if you order some shit at Chick-fil-A, that's what's gonna be in the bag, right? So look, man, we all make mistakes, okay? But for me to have to come through the drive-through every day for weeks on end, and your same incompetent, dumb, low IQ ass, and I'm finna go there from his ass, is still working that damn drive-through, fucking folks' orders up. And then when I tell you you fuck it up, this nigga didn't say a word the whole transaction. So I took the damn cup that he gave me, just pulled the bitch out right by the window, and the manager started looking crazy, like, man, what the fuck you giving me this shit for? Because now I'm mad. Because you giving me this nasty ass attitude, you fucking my order up. I'm asking you nicely to fix it, and you got this nasty ass attitude. That will get you fucked up. That's when people want to snatch somebody's ass through the drive-through. Now, I know for a fact we have all been to that McDonald's in the hood, right? That has all the fuck that they fuck up everything. They always. One time I went to this other McDonald's I will never go to again, and it had to be bad for it to be a McDonald's that I wouldn't go, because McDonald's is some real generic shit. Generic is so generic that a teenager can run it, right? So you don't really think that you're gonna get this type of bad service where it's the management, guys. Let me explain something. I went to this McDonald's and they said they were completely out of cups. And she gave me 5 coffee cups of Coca-Cola. That's what she gave me, full of ice, right? And I'm sitting like, what am I gonna do? She gave me 2 things with 2 of the little trays. I'm like, we ain't got no we don't have no cups. We out of cups. I said, okay, right? I shit you not. Before we get off, she said, oh, by the way, we out of ice cream too. We ain't got no ice cream. Like, well, shit, man, y'all should have told me that, because that's I'm taking my son there, right? And so I'm thinking, if I'm taking him here, he love ice cream. So I didn't kind of weaned him off that. You know what I'm saying? But still, he used to love to go through there. I want some ice cream. If we just ride by McDonald's. He called it Old McDonald's, right? If we just ride by Old McDonald's, he's always like, man, Daddy, can I get some Old McDonald's? Oh, he always do that, right? Which I think is just the cutest thing. I love being a dad, shooting, right? But that being said, look, man, the low IQ argument, and then the reason I thought about this, let me tell you what calmed me down. I say this brother's working at McDonald's. He looked young, but the motherfucker might be in his 20s, right? Now, look, I could do better than McDonald's. Now, when I was 16, 17 in high school playing ball, I really didn't give a damn. But by the time I was 18, 19, I was making more than $7 an hour. I was. And that's not because it takes some super genius level. I told y'all about waiting on tables. You can wait on tables and make way more money, especially in a city like Atlanta. You work at Spun Divots waiting on tables, you might make $50,000 a year. Real talk. Easily, you can pull $700, $800 a week. Easy. They putting that shit in the tab when you walk in there. So all you got to do is just give me halfway decent service, at Splendivis, and you're gonna be able to you're gonna walk out of there. I'm spending every time I go in, I'm spending $120, $130. That's just me and my lady. How much you think they getting per night? And we in that bitch for like 30 minutes. You in there for 8 hours straight, rotating tables. That's one table. You get $25 a table. You running 3 and 4 tables at a time. Just do the math. See what I'm saying? It ain't nothing to walk out of that with a 4-figure day. You make more than a lot of them damn strippers will waiting on tables. Real talk. But that being said, man, look, man. Black people, we got to do better. And some things, you know what really bothers me about us is we refuse to look at factual information and fix it. See, I don't think that you can just say that black people are just inferior, like somehow less than. I don't give us that excuse. I don't, because if in fact black people are just stupid, really are stupid. I know I said that a bunch of times on my channel, but really seriously talking, like seriously, like collectively, if I were to talk about the collective of black people, if in fact black people are just inferior intellectually and stupid, then it really isn't fair to hold them accountable for their actions. Let's examine that for a second. You get what I'm saying? Because if a person like that brother is so fucking stupid at that place, I can't even be mad at him no more. Like I thought about, like, this nigga done fucked my order up for like shit weeks. Every time I go through there, I mean, this shit happens so much. I don't, because I be so zoned in on other stuff, because I be on the phone with students and stuff, talking, doing different things, and I don't be thinking like to grab the damn. But the other day he started crying, "I want some apples." You told me you're gonna. I said, "All right, my bad, sorry." So what happens? I said, well, next time I go, I made a mental record. Like every time I go to McDonald's, I'm gonna ask for them apple slices, and before I pull off, I'm looking to see if they're in the bag, because I know they have messed up. This same dude be working the drive-through about 5:30, 6 o'clock. His ass be up there, and he fucks up my order every day. Every day. He fucked up my order, and he fucked up the Happy Meal order. Everything he touched was wrong. This ain't the first time. And it's over and over and over and over. One or two things. Either you're not paying attention. See, I'm going to tell you why I don't think it's that he's not paying attention. Because you can't do that shit every day. That would be indicative of a lack of like reading comprehension. Surely you see the shit on the little thing that tell you the little screen, tell you what I got, what you're supposed to put in the bag and give me. It tells you. And if you can't do that, you lack reading comprehension skills. And yet, do you think that motherfucker deserves $15 an hour? Shit. He deserves $2 an hour. He doesn't have the brain power. Listen, and I'm not trying to say this to be mean. You can't fuck some. Look, I fucked up when I was waiting on. I'm not going to say it, but I done fucked up in everything I done done. But what I'm saying is, I done messed up when I was working at Arby's. I worked at Crystals. I would mess up from time to time. I ain't gonna lie. But you'd be hard pressed to say that you was able to come through Arby's or Crystals when I worked there and say that I messed up like weeks on end. You think I'm the only one he fucking up? He probably fucking up every order come through there, because I've gotten a large enough sample size of his service to be able to make this type of judgment call. I'm just saying. And this shit right here is just out of control, bro. And so I started thinking, I said, well, damn. I mean, the brother work at McDonald's. And look, man, I'm not shitting on anybody working at McDonald's. Trust me. If you work at McDonald's, if you're young, you're trying to get into the game, or if you're older and you're retiring, fine. I wasn't I'm going to tell the gospel truth. I'm not going to lie on my channel. I wasn't the person I am today. I'm a grown-ass man now. But when I was a kid, one thing I never did was give a customer negative energy just because I fucked up their order. That's one thing I always had enough sense to know. I'm the one, they told me what they wanted. The shit on the ticket, because the dude that, and I know it's on the ticket because the dude repeats it. And that's one thing, I'm going to tell you something, it's so fucked up. The dude that takes the money is actually pretty good at his service. He knows what he's doing, because he always say, hey, how you doing? Every time he speaks to me, he repeats my order back to me. He always gives me my damn receipt, always. This time, for some reason, I just drove off. Like, man, you can keep it. It just drove off. Right? Wasn't paying attention. But I wasn't thinking that this ignorant ass nigga was like that until I got up there Now I'm gonna always look now because he done pissed me off and I want to slap his ass today. You know what I'm saying? But now I know for a fact that if I look at that, oh, the supervisor was that. Let me tell you something. The supervisor was standing right. Let me tell you how this shit. It's the blind leading the blind, man. The dude don't say shit to me when I open up the Happy Meal. The dude just walks off. I look up, I see his back. He walking off. The manager, I take the Happy Meal and hold it back up to the window like, hey, this is wrong. The manager don't come and say nothing to me. He just puts a finger up. Like, just hold on. Like, so I'm already like feeling like, okay, like, look, man, and this is gonna sound real fucked up. Maybe there's a reason black men are the most unemployed. Maybe, just maybe. When you run around and treat me, listen to me now, hear me out. Because I'm a black man. I love the black man. Like, not on no gay shit, obviously, but you know what I'm saying? I'm a brother and I want to see us do well, but let's keep it above. Who is the most least qualified person in the United States? Who is the person that, and not only are you least qualified, but you wear your pants off your ass, right? A lot of us do. A lot of any young cat that's under 30 probably gonna wear his pants off his ass. Probably. That's number one, right? That being said, not only do you wear your pants off your ass, but you also running around mean mugging motherfuckers like you tough, like you a tough guy, right? So this little nigga working the drive-through, stupid than a motherfucker, and got an attitude. Like, damn, if you stupid, at least you can have a smile with it. You get what I'm saying? Like, if you're gonna be stupid and fuck my order up for weeks on end, at least give me good service. At least I'll be like, you know what, you can fuck my order up and mess me up and have my son up here all upset because he didn't get his apples and stuff. You can do that. But if you're gonna do that, at least be, oh, I'm sorry, sir. Let me go get that for you. And that would have this video probably would have never existed. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but let me tell you something. Yeah, I'm mad as hell over my order. We've all been there. Y'all, I'm not alone. We've all wanted to stand up, put the car in park, jump out, bitch, and grab a motherfucker through the window. You've all wanted to do it. If you lying if you say you did. Because we've all been there where somebody treats you so bad, and I hate to say this, it's one of us. It's always us. Most of 90% of the time. I done dealt with, if it ain't us, it's probably some white person with a funk ass attitude, or they might be racist. One of the two. Right? But usually, when you get bad service, it's from the black folks. It just is. Usually, if I had to make a wild estimate of, okay, if we had a statistic to say which, if they had a grade for McDonald's, right? As far as quality, service, hot fries, soft bread, soft buns and shit like that, where you don't eat the damn bun and this shit is about to break your damn tongue because it's hard as a rock. Been sitting under that damn light for about 2 hours, right? The meat is cooked thoroughly. It's the fries are not overcooked, but they're cooked just right. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna tell y'all something crazy. Let me tell you something. When you're in the black community and you go to a Burger King and it's got good service, because there's one in Montgomery that I know of. We went they closed at 11. We were there at 10:30. We just knew we was gonna get some fucked up food. Let me tell you something. That was one of the best damn Whoppers I ever had in my life. Perfectly cooked, cut in half. They paid attention to detail. And not only that, they gave us good service. And I remember that shit. It stuck in my mind, because we drove off damn, that was different. It's that fucked up. You know what I'm saying? It's that fucked up. You expect bad service in the black community. You just do. Right? And I get tired of it. And the thing is, I don't think that brother has the intelligence to be working the drive-thru. I don't think he has the intelligence. And the manager, a good manager would see that, right? Because first of all, you're supposed to be paying attention. The manager was standing 3 feet away from him. You saw this dude. You saw me talking and saying stuff, and he didn't say a word. You saw how he looking at me. Now, see somebody come up there and be, you know what I'm saying? Because if we'd have had words, I'm like, look, I'll park the car. What's up? You know what I'm saying? I don't want to get like that. I got shit to lose, so I don't need to get in no situation like that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm glad I was able to calmer heads prevailed. But just think about it, guys. You get tired, sick and tired of and I know you're like, well, what does this got to do with the IQ issue? I honestly believe this is the problem. I think there is some correlation. If you look at the actual link or the link between intelligence and race, there is. Now I know people don't like it, There are reasons why, but I think there are some, like, let's be honest, like, can black people do better? Yes, I believe we can. Can we be successful? Yes. Should our IQ be used as a reason for our mediocrity? No, I don't think it should be used as a reason. But we are intellectually challenged. A lot of us are. Let's just keep it above, right? On my little small segment of YouTube, I'm gonna tell the truth. Now, I probably wouldn't go out and say this in front of everybody, but truth be told, a lot of us are intellectually challenged. Not necessarily everybody, but when I say that, I mean in the sense that how you look at the um the way we operate in business and even, like, for example, politics. Like, even in politics, let me show y'all something right quick. Let me show y'all something. Cause see, that's the thing. Like, I actually had a run in. I ain't gonna say a run in, but I actually kind of had to say something to the gathering spot today because the gathering spot has, been, I've been sending money, and I joined the gathering spot when I moved to Atlanta. So what the gathering spot is this place started by a black dude in Atlanta. You go there, you have drinks, they have food, you can mingle with people, and you have, it's like a monthly membership. You can network and stuff like that. And I thought it was a great idea. I did. I was like, okay, that's cool. And I heard a lot of people talking about it, so I said, let me join the gathering spot. I joined the gathering spot in the middle of a pandemic. Okay, so it wasn't like they were open like that for real. But I still supported them for about 8 months. Last year, I joined them like January last year and paid them all the way up until like August. And I'm gonna tell you what stopped it for me. What they did, they went to a format where they were, and I'm gonna show you this IQ shit in a second, okay? Because I know y'all like, well, they ain't got nothing to do with IQ. Let me show you why. Because this isn't smart. If I'm running a business, I'm not finna try to run off people and assume that everybody has the same political views I have. I don't put that in my training. I don't put that in my training that, hey, if you Democrat, you dumb, or I don't think like that. I don't think everybody that's a Democrat is dumb. Okay. I think they do some dumb stuff, but that's another point. Not to say that Republicans love black people, because they don't. Not to say that they do everything right, because they suck too. But the point I'm trying to make is they're not the ones we support to the tune of 90%, right? So they sent me this email this morning, right? And I want y'all to see this, because I got offended. I'm like, man, damn this shit here. I'm tired. So let me show y'all something, man. Let me show y'all something right quick. So they sent me this piece of marketing right here, right? They sent me this piece of marketing. Now, and it was talking about, we gonna work with the Biden campaign. They got Stacey Abrams and all of them up. They got pictures of her and this dude here and all these different folks. Look, Jeezy and all these rappers and stuff. Let me explain something to y'all, man. Then it's talking about we will be heard. And so it's trying to appeal to your emotions, like you're not being heard because you're black. You're oppressed, and we're gonna go and speak for you. Now, we already know Biden told, this is just basic understanding, right? Because I sent the email to him. First, I called. I said, look, man, I tried to cancel my membership last year. Y'all ran my card like back in like the beginning of first in March 1st, right? I didn't. What I had my account in freeze status, which means it's only $50 a month if you don't go there that much, And I was gonna let it stay because it was a black business. I said, well, I'm gonna stay in freeze status, and then right around December, I had too much. What happened? The election happened, and they were sending a bunch of bullshit out. So around August, I went to freeze status, right? So from August to December, I was supposed to be paying $50 a month, right? But then it just got so bad because everything was LGBT this, LGBT that, trans rights, trans lives matter this, trans lives. And I'm like, shit. Is this a damn? I know we live in Atlanta, okay, but I just don't think you as a black man running a business. If I'm running a business, I'm not putting that in my damn, like, I'm not foolish enough to think that a man is a woman. Like, I don't think you're not gonna think that most people believe that shit. Why are you even trying to promote that type of shit in a fucking business in the middle of Atlanta, Georgia? Everybody don't think like that. Everybody in the South does not believe that type of stuff. Like, everybody just, you in the Bible Belt. I know you in Atlanta, but this the Bible Belt, fam. You just don't, some stuff you just shouldn't say. You know what I'm saying? So let me show y'all the little email I wrote, because I called, and this the thing now. The sister, I done spoke to this sister because I called her in December. I told her, look, what happened, I think I didn't have enough money in that account. And so she was like, she called me when the card didn't go through. And I told her, look, I don't think I want to renew you guys. And she asked me why. And I told her, I said, I just don't like you guys' politics. I think you guys are trying to go and push an agenda that I really don't agree with. And, I said, you guys have a Black Lives Matter. I said, Black Lives, I told her what I think about Black Lives Matter. I just don't think they really are for the black agenda. They're for the alphabet agenda. And I'm not a fool. I'm not a useful idiot. So I just don't want to keep supporting that. She couldn't say nothing because quite frankly, I think she works there, so she has to believe that bullshit, right? At least she gotta act like she does, right? So right here, she said, if you wouldn't mind, she sent me an email. Thank you for reaching out. I'm sorry to hear that you wish to cancel your membership with us. If you wouldn't mind, I would love to gain insight on your decision and your thoughts around our perceived political views. Perceived. Now, what do y'all think that you think they're gonna have an event like that with Trump? They don't, it's not perceived. That's what you do. That's what you do. And I know that. Everything I've gotten from them has been either some shit with Stacey Abrams where y'all trying to help her get out the vote. Fuck you mean you ain't a Democrat? That's all y'all do is send me Democrat shit. And you think I'm stupid that I'm gonna sit there and let you send me that shit and I don't understand and I can't put it into to focus what you're actually trying to do, trying to program my ass. So I let her have it in an email, right? So let me show you what I sent her. I bet y'all like, Sub, you got too much time. I did this shit from my phone too. I was just mad. Like, man, I'm tired of y'all ass. So I told her, I said, look, I spoke with you via telephone months ago, last year, and I stated that I do not support what the owner of the gathering spot pushes constantly in his email materials. He is constantly sending out Democrat propaganda, and I'm not here for it. I told you via telephone that my account should have been canceled last year. I distinctively remember speaking with you, and you said my card was not going through. I remember not having enough in that account for the gathering spot's $50 a month maintenance fee. I told you that when you called me, I told you when you called me that I cannot support Democrat talking heads. I told her that. I did say that. I said I outlined how I'm offended by the owner's constant bullshit emails about how we need to support the same party of a man who said black people don't read. Biden literally told Al Sharpton he was not going to do anything for police reform or prison reform, and they leaked audio a few months ago. Now, let me say this. Let me stop right here for a second. I said all that because I was just trying to let her know, like, I'm a little bit informed. You're going to just tell me anything, right? And then this is the thing she says, yet you guys send us emails as if the Democrats give a damn about black issues. Biden sat there and told him, man, you guys better get in line. The Hispanics on. Do I need to play the audio clip of him going off on Al Sharpton again? No, right? Everybody knows. Yeah, if you follow my channel, you know I covered that about how he was telling Al Sharpton with that nasty ass attitude, I'm not doing nothing. I can't do anything for you guys. Remember? Everybody was talking about that, right? He says, right here, I said, after he said, what I said, it says, yet you guys send us emails as if Democrats give a damn about black issues. I'm not that damn gullible. I'm tired of the emails. I'm tired of the bullshit rhetoric that he markets in his emails for a so-called business. He needs to tell people that when they join, that this is a Democrat voting think tank instead of a damn spot where all businessmen and women can congregate and network. The cost far exceeds the benefits to me. I love black people, and I cannot support a think tank that masquerades as a business. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, dude. I'm tired of the Democrat field marketing that asks blacks to ignore that they're being replaced by illegal immigrants. This email this morning is a prime example. Ever since election season, you guys have not changed or slacked up with the propaganda emails. The title, which is the one from this morning, "We Will Be Heard," appeals to our emotions. And that is a key ploy used by this tired ass party my people have supported since the 1930s. Yeah, I had time today, though. I know I was pissed. I know, right? In other words, family, please cancel my membership. I'm tired of holding my nose every time I see Gathering Spot sending me a receipt for a service that I can never use. So I know that probably pissed her off. And here she go. While you have your right to share your feedback, the Gathering Spot wishes only to include and partner with those who sincerely believe in the work that we do for our community and culture. So what you just basically did was lasso yourself in with the Democrats. Because what I just said, did I say anything about not? If you really are caring about the black community, you got to deal with illegal immigration, right? You can't be supporting a person showing you taking pictures and sending it in your marketing material of a dude who says that we need to get in line behind them and then turn around and send me this stupid ass email. This is part of the low IQ argument to me. Either you're stupid, or, and this is what I really think. I think this brother, I don't think he's just 100% dumb. I think what it is, he lives in Atlanta. He's connected with the mayor. He's connected with a lot of Democrat people in the city of Atlanta. So what he does is he rubs shoulders. Those are his friends, the politicians and shit like that. So what's going on is because he has those relationships, they're asking him and pressuring his ass to send this through his business to the people that work, to the people that fuck with his business and market to black folks that go to his business. That's what he's doing. And he's doing that because of the relationship, to maintain his relationship with Keisha Lance Bottoms and Stacey Abrams and all these damn Democrats in Atlanta. That's exactly what he's doing. Right? And my thing, the reason I think that is stupid, one thing about me, man, if I'm in a business, right, and I'm friends with somebody and they're a Democrat, I could look, if he took his own personal money and donated it to the Democrats, I really wouldn't give a damn. But for you to be trying to use your platform to indoctrinate and send to me propaganda, like you ain't doing a damn thing good for the black community. And look, I'm blasting the Gathering Spot. I know it's a black owned business, but my thing is, man, you gotta, like, we need to require more. I'm not in my, well, first of all, I'm not a Republican, but I'm not in my damn class trying to indoctrinate people in my worldview. I keep those two separate. I do. You might see me on my channel, I might say something radical, but for the most part, I keep the two separate. I don't believe in trying to commingle business with politics. When you're gonna make a dollar, shut the fuck up and make a dollar. That's the way I look at it. If I'm gonna try to, use my business as a platform to try to indoctrinate people to think like me, no. So he's in a bully pulpit. He's in a position where he can force his views on the other people through email marketing. Bro, I could go through my email and find 50 emails they asked and sent me about Democrat this and Democrat that. Stacey Abrams this, Stacey Abrams that. I'm tired of it. I'm sick of it, man. Stop pissing and telling me it's raining and thinking I'm stupid enough not to know that you're pissing on me. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we on borrowed time. We are on borrowed time. It's over for black people. You know what I'm saying? Joe wasn't lying. He's a man of his word. Joe ain't said 2 words to black folks since he got elected. You damn right. And I'm glad he ain't doing it. And where's Ice Cube? All these people that was cussing Ice Cube out and dogging him for sitting with Trump, where they at now? Huh? What Vivica and all them sisters that said he was wrong to go talk to Trump and Jared Kushner, as he invited them to the White House, what did they tell Ice Cube? Wait till we get elected. We can't do nothing. I can't make no campaign promises at all. It's called a campaign promise for a reason. You make it before you get in. But you don't even want to meet with the man. You think I'm stupid enough? And you telling me that this is to say you perceive that we sincerely believe what it says, we only want to partner with those that sincerely believe in the work we do in our community, for our community and culture. Okay. I said thanks. And I started to say something to her, like, I just said thanks, sister. That's all I said. I didn't go back at her. And I still might later because I'm petty like that. I might do it. You know. But my thing is this, like, she's saying we will be canceling your membership effective immediately. Thank you. I had to get nasty to get you to cancel it because the dude was like, well, you need 30 days before we can. I talked to her on the phone and I told her that I did not want this. I told her why I didn't want it back in December, and yet you ran my card again. When I started, because I started saving a few dollars, and let me put in this other account I got. Next thing I know, I looked their ass running my damn card. I'm like, damn. So they must have was hitting my card every month and wasn't telling me. You know what I'm saying? Even the months that I'm thinking, okay, I need to go look. Did they hit me for January, February too? Since they hit me for March. And that's the point I'm trying to make, man. Like black people, man, we gotta understand one thing, man. And this is just real, bro. A lot of times, um, guys, when you look at the IQ argument, because this is how I really feel about it. This is the truth. I don't think black people are genetically inferior. I think what's going on is culturally we are academically lazy. We just are. We're lazy. We don't work hard academically. Um, and you can argue with me all you want, but I think that if a child is given access to quality education early on, like in preschool and in the formative years, they actually probably would have a better IQ score than somebody that went to a failing school. Like if I don't care how smart you are, well, no, IQs don't have anything to do with intelligence. Bullshit. Education. They just supposed to be. That's supposed to be something that you grasp cognitively. No, that's not true. In fact, if a child has the knowledge that I have right now as a grown man in my 40s, if a child was given that knowledge at like 7 years old, that will be a damn, he would be considered a genius. It's not that my cognitive, he has the same knowledge that I have, but he would still be considered a genius. In fact, I think they say IQ is measured like one guy had an IQ of 180, but they said because they did something with his age. It was like at his age, it was a kid. He was like 6 or 7. I mean, not even, he was real young, but they say he had an IQ of 180. But what they were saying was he just has the intelligence of someone that's 18 years old at 7. It's not that, you get what I'm saying? And so intelligence really isn't an excuse. Like IQ isn't an excuse because IQ is really something that, but IQ, it really is something. There are differences. There are a lot of different things that people do that, I mean, and I hate to say it, man. A lot of the shit that I see black people doing today, like some of the stuff I see us saying, some of the stuff I see us doing to ourselves. Um, there was a brother that shot somebody, people just killing people, man, doing a lot of dumb shit out here in the black community. And I'm thinking, okay, so let me get this straight. So you see somebody, you broke, you see somebody, you go up to them, you rob them, you shoot them, you kill them, you get caught like a month later. Now you're doing 15 years, 20 years because you shot somebody. You don't value time. You're not that intelligent. And I guarantee you, shout out to my home. I'm gonna go to his channel. Cause see, this is the thing that I kind of he brought out, and my boy, I miss him. I wish he would come back on here and start making videos, but he ain't mad at him. But he got a video called Thugs Can't Save Us. And I want you guys to see what he was saying about thugs.
Been epic failures, and here's why. Most black criminals are not smart enough to build genuine black power. They're just not. And you ask me why. Okay, let's talk about the education level of prisoners. When criminals are incarcerated and tested for intelligence, they score at the bottom of most intelligent quotients, which is IQ. Black and Hispanic state prison inmates had the lowest levels of educational attainment. 53% of Hispanics and 44% of Black inmates had not graduated from high school or earned a GED, which is a general equivalency diploma. Moreover, prisoners were far more likely than the national population to perform in the lowest literacy on each of the 3 literacy scales. That is the cognitive literacy, the quantitative literacy, and overall reading comprehension. Locked Up and Locked Out, an educational perspective on the U.S. prison population. Most federal and state prison inmates have mental illnesses and substance abuse addictions. And for all the naysayers, listen, don't take my report for it. Do your own research. It's on page 10 in the ets.org media research PDF, okay? Check it out. It's in the description box. A 2004 survey by the U.S. Department of Justice estimated that about 70% of state and 64% of federal prisoners regularly use drugs prior to their incarceration. The study also shows that 1 in 4 violent offenders in state prison committed their first offense under the influence of drugs.
So let me, this brother just dropped nothing but straight facts, right? Let me say this, man. You got a high group or a segment of, because that brother that works at that McDonald's, he probably be out robbing somebody. I mean, I can see him. At least he does have a job, but I don't give him too much credit for that because he's not very good at it. And he probably could be interchangeable with some of these people that brother was just describing in this video. I just don't see. And so once I realized that the brother was really just stupid, I calmed down. I was like, you know what? This brother dumb. This brother gonna mess my order up weeks on end when I come into McDonald's, like weeks straight. I come into McDonald's, the order fucked up. Weeks. I literally cannot pull off. I have to open the bag and verify every time because every time I don't, he got it wrong. Every time, even when I check it, he gets it wrong. So you can't be sitting up there fucking up every day. Like it shouldn't be that I go through McDonald's for weeks straight and every time, yesterday and today, you fucking up my order like you did yesterday and today. This why he walked off because he knew he had fucked up. So he was purposely not giving me apple slices for the Happy Meal on purpose. Just so it wasn't that he didn't know, he just don't give a fuck. Cause he like, man, and that's the thing. Like, why the fuck would you work here, man? I'm paying my money. I should be able to get what I want if I pay for it. You know what I'm saying? And so my thing is with the average black person, I'm gonna say this, man. If we apply ourselves, there's nothing we can't do. I've seen it. I think black people could be the wealthiest group of people on the planet if we felt like it, if we really wanted that. And it's one thing to want something. It's another thing to actually apply yourself and build and dedicate your life and focus to building businesses and opportunities for other black people and trying to really build for your community. But if you don't apply yourself, which is, let's just be honest, most of us don't, we don't apply ourselves. And that's not a dig on black people. I usually, the average black person, I'm talking about the most educated black people I know. If I sit there and tell them what I'm telling y'all on my channel, they'll disagree with me. Where did you get the information? That's not true. It's a white source. It's a white source, so that means it's not true. But then the problem you have is, okay, so you want to really believe in your mind that black people have the same work ethic as Asians and African immigrants. You really believe that? Go to any black booth business in a business where you got some African Americans working in that motherfucker and tell me, I'm talking about descendant of slaves, and tell me that, of course, he wouldn't work hard if he was paid $15 an hour. He still would be fucking my order up. He don't deserve shit. He should be working for free. To be honest, some people need to be put down. To be honest, some people need to be euthanized. Because I'm like, I don't see you ever come. You're so stupid. I don't think I would have did that at that age. And I don't think I'm the brightest guy in the world. I don't. I don't. You know, man, you got to give him some credit because he'll be redeemed. You know, Malcolm X. And that's the thing. Brothers look at who Malcolm X was and they say, well, you know, Malcolm X was a thug. Okay, Malcolm X was a thug. And then he was Malcolm Little. And then, you know, Detroit Red and jumped into, you know, the nation and became Malcolm X, right? For every Malcolm X, you got a million motherfuckers that blew and killed some black man, or took a businessman, successful businessman out, took out a father who really loved his kids, who was trying to be in his kids' lives. You shot him and killed him over his damn debit card or some shit at an ATM. You know how many? So let's look at the trade-off. How many Malcolm X's are there versus brothers that's out here fucking people up, killing them? Will take my life, your life. I got homeboys who done been, they was at home, motherfucker just shot his house up. Trying to shoot at somebody else and shot all through his house. He laying on the couch. Bullet went through the couch while he laying there, like inches of, if he'd have been up a little bit, would have shot him. His daughters and wife was in the house, right? And so you telling me that dumb motherfucker, like the nigga that shot my mama's house up last year, a year before, was it last year? I think it was year before last. Dude shot my mama house up, right? They shot the wrong fucking house up. Them niggas ain't even, like, you so stupid, right? That you gonna go and shoot the wrong house up. I had just had my son there laying on the couch. Because you know, we would be laying on the couch and we'll fall asleep. He'll watch TV or whatever, and that's it. And I like to hold him, so I'm laying there. I would hold him, right, while we watching TV. Now they shot through the living room. Now what if I'd have been up there with that TV on? They would have aimed for the living room. They would have. They would have tried to hurt me and my son, and they was going for somebody else. Was at the wrong house. Figured it out, and then went and spent another 5 minutes shooting at the other house. Shot his grandmama house up and did all that. But you shot my mom house up, not knowing what the fuck you was shooting. And you think, okay, well, that's just one off, right? No, this has happened to my homeboy. I just told you he lives in Montgomery. I got another homeboy that is a pastor. His children have to get on the floor all the time because he wants to go to the hood to do ministry, which is cool. He want to give back to his people. Good brother. I wouldn't put my family in that position. I just wouldn't. Sorry. But he's not trying to do that every night. Bah, 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 they got to get on the floor. Because bullets that came through the house so many times, he got to get. This is Montgomery, right? Got another homeboy, right? They shot his house up. The dude next door, when they shot his house up, and he came up in there, the dude next door that they really was looking for, the next day he came over and knocked, man, I apologize, man. You mean to put your family in danger, man. Da, da, da. So they coming at this nigga and they gonna shoot my homeboy house up. So I got 3 homeboys that I went to college with that could be dead. In fact, the first one that I told you about, that's exactly what happened to one of his people. Because he do ministry. One of his friends, little kid, was in the 9th grade, talking about he wanted to be an engineer and go to Tuskegee, right? He in the 9th grade, little boy hadn't even halfway hit puberty yet. Still like a toddler. Shot him in the head and killed him while he's in his bed sleep. Told his family he loved them, which they say he didn't always do that, but he hugged his mom, hugged his sisters, went there and laid down, and they came up and shot his house up and hit him in the head and killed him. See what I'm saying? That shit happens that's just Montgomery, Alabama, right? So you tell me who terrorizes the community more than that. You know what I'm saying? That's why you don't see me getting emotional when somebody gets shot by the cops. Not that the cops are our friends, but you just don't see me getting that emotional like I used to. At first, when I first saw it, I had to evolve. When I first saw it, I was like, oh my God, they killing, they slaughtering black people, they this, they that. And then last year, staying up here in Atlanta, I saw how these niggas act. I say, wait a minute now, you burning businesses, you burning it. And I got in a couple of conversations with people. And my lady was like, look, you got to stop doing that. Because I would get into conversation with people and ask them, okay, so how is this going to empower? I would be calm because I'm surrounded by Planet of the Apes. Keep it a buck, right? So I'm surrounded by niggas that's acting a fool. Like if you go near downtown last summer, around August, or let's say June especially, last year, you went anywhere near downtown Atlanta and you went to eat out or some people out there protesting. You know, they want you to hold your fists up to show that you're in solidarity and shit like that, right? And so I asked a couple of them. I said, man, so let me ask you this, bro. What economic empowerment have you given our people? Well, we just bringing attention to the police brutality. We sick of this shit. We sick of this slobbing at the mouth, just acting a damn wild animal, right? I understand that, brother. I understand you sick of the police. Because I'm sorry, Rayshard Brooks slammed the cops, took his taser, tried to tase the cops, then they shot him. I'm sorry. That's really what I saw. Only you tell me what you saw. Go watch the video of Rayshard Brooks. I hate the brother died. It's a tragedy. He had kids. But why didn't you just go to jail? You shooting at the cops, they shoot you. I mean, come on, bro. I'm supposed to be all just like, oh my God, another black man. No, fuck that. No, I'm not gonna get emotional. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. And you want me to get emotional. And that's what the Gathering Spot is taking advantage of. They sending out this marketing, we will be heard. Oh, so what are you saying? We're gonna be heard like, okay, yeah. Will we? So I mean, we've been voting with them since the 1930s, fam. Like, I mean, so what how are they hearing us? We're worse off than we were in the 1930s, probably. Economically. Real talk. I don't know about the 30s, but I know maybe the 50s, 60s. We're probably worse off than we were in the 60s. Although more of us as a whole collectively have middle class jobs and a living. When it really boils down to when you really look at it and measure it, I don't think black people are doing just as good family-wise. If you destroy the family, you destroy the community. You know what I'm saying? We had a community, we had an economy, all that. It's gone. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I don't know, man. They shot at my pops just for looking as they tried to steal a car. See what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? My nephew want to put some rims on his car. I told him don't because these dudes will kill you over some rims. Yeah, they will. They will, man. Like I'm always apprehensive when I'm driving. My car ain't the best car, but I mean when I drive a Jag, it's convertible, and people, it gets attention. You have to be careful, man. It's Atlanta, man. If I show you the average, I don't watch the news in Atlanta. I get scared as hell when I watch the news. paranoid. There was this story, man. I don't even want to remember this shit because it scared the shit out of me. Right. So I moved I moved over here from Sandy Springs. Sandy Springs is a much better, much safer area. It just is, right? Um, I move over here and literally like the week before, the day I moved, like 2 days later, they killed a cop like right there on Kendall Road. Young cop got shot. Dude shot him right in the head and killed him. Right. So then I say about a month later, this little boy had turned 4 years old, riding in the back seat with his mom. He had just turned 4, and obviously it's gonna end tragic, right? She says she heard a pop, not knowing what was going on. She just driving. Next thing you know, the little boy wakes up screaming. They done shot him. Somebody shot him through the car, right? A little boy just turned 4. He died on the scene. Now, this is my thing. I don't see no outrage. And the more that shit happen, the more angry I get. Because one thing I'm gonna get mad about is children. Like, I mean, look, I don't think you should hurt anybody. Like, I'm just trying to mind my business. I don't want to die. I don't want to hurt nobody. I don't want nobody to hurt me. But when I see people harming kids, little innocent children, bro, that shit burns me up. But see, I think, and this is the thing, we've been conditioned. We think a certain, and we've been conditioned. Like, I do think we think like children. I do think that. I think Dr. Frances Cress Welsing, when she says that the black man has been made to think of himself as a child, not fully formed in the womb in America, I think that's the mental state of all of us. Like, we're not only even like when you look at us when it talks about the education system. So if you graduate high school and can't read or can't do something, you mean to tell me you can't apply yourself and improve your life later? You got to be. I got to because you got to understand, guys. You know how much dead weight we're carrying right now. We're carrying a lot of dead weight. You guys probably don't really think of it that way, but think about it. You carry so much dead weight of other ignorant motherfuckers that you got to deal with the stereotypes from the ignorant motherfuckers that's out here in our community. And I bet you like, man, that's a crazy thing to say. No, that's the exact way I look at it. You know what I'm saying? That's just real. Y'all know where I'm finna go now. Let me show y'all something. Me a woman, so I use my head. I can't have me a woman, so I use my head. All right, people, hands on your hips. 4, down, up, 2, down, up, 3.
Jets, get over here.
What's the matter with you people? Put it down away. Keep those hands down.
This is a joke. You want to still want to be gangbang around here?
No, sir.
That's what you just did.
That wasn't no gang.
I told you to talk with that permission. You think the rules of everybody but you, don't you? That's what got your little butt here in the first. Tom, I'm taking Miss Yance over to the storage room for a few minutes. You make sure I'm not disturbed. Follow me, Miss Yance. Straight ahead. Yeah. You know you're the enemy, yes. You don't know that, do you?
You say you know you're the enemy. You're the enemy of black people.
I bet your black ass doesn't even know there's a war going on. I'm not talking about the war on crime and drugs. I'm talking about the war between black people and niggas. That's what you are, Yance. You're a motherfucking nigga. Let me tell you something.
Let me say this, man. There's a small segment of YouTube that thinks that when I talk like this, I hate black people. No, I actually want what's best for my people. And I want us to act better. I want us to be better. I want us to strive to be better. I want us to call out fuckery. That's what I want us to do. It's not that I really hate my people. I'll border on sometimes saying black people are just intellectually inferior and it's genetic. Fuck it, we stupid. I could say that. You got a lot of damn evidence to back that shit. Lots. Because we give it to them every day by saying that the system is designed for us to fail, so I'm gonna fail. Like, it's just stupid. That's evidence out your ass. Like, okay, so the white man out to get you, so flunk out of school. Like, this is the logic of us, right? So understand, when I show y'all stuff like this, I actually respect what this dude is telling this young cat. Now, this dude actually took it the right way. He's like, you gonna see, I'm gonna prove to this motherfucker I'm not an Uncle Tom, because he said he was Uncle Tom. Watch this. Watch this. I hate niggas.
I love black people. Honest, hardworking, law-abiding black people. Niggas like you make me sick. There's no problem for a nigga to get his own people hooked on drugs, have the young girls on the corner turning $5 tricks. No problem for a nigga to shoot another nigga. No problem for a nigga to rob, steal good, honest, hardworking black people. That's what they want. You're doing their work for them. What's so fucked up about that? You look at me and you call me an Uncle Tom. You are the Uncle Tom. You fucking joke. You are the real enemy of black people. White people look at me. Kills me that they see you because they were one nigga in this here closet.
So let me explain something, man. There's this sentiment among certain segments of the woke population that when he said that when white people look at me, they see you, and it pains me because there's only number one nigga in this room. What he was basically saying was, look, man, I don't really. It's not that we, want to pull our pants up and act and conduct, speak proper English and do certain things for massa. Like, because that's the opposite, right? Oh, look at you, nigga, you coony. You just want to shoe sign for the white man. You want to buck dance for the white man. No, it's not. It's nothing like that. It's nothing like that. But I do think strategically, and if you really just look at the condition of where we are in this country right now, you don't own shit. So until you get your game together, you got to play ball, nigga. Everybody does. Everybody does. Until you get your shit together. And I'm all about black folks getting their shit together and telling them where to go. I don't have no problem with that. You know what I'm saying? No problem. That's what I'm about. Get your money right. Tell them where to get on. I don't have no problem with that. But what I don't do and what I won't do is I won't sit here and spin our wheels and act as though we're not shooting ourselves in the foot, and then that's a smart strategy, right? Like I'm sorry. Like, if you get a car, right? Let's say we finna buy a car. There are certain types of cars. I know this is gonna sound like Chinese to certain woke conscious people, but this is just a fact. There are certain types of cars that police love because they always, every time you watch Cops, every time you go sit and talk to any cop, you go in a ride along. In the South, now I don't know about everywhere else, but in the South, Crown Vic, right? That damn Impala. Come on, talk to me. You know what I'm saying? That damn box Chevy, that damn Caprice Classic. Shit. So guess what niggas will do? That's what the car they want. That's the car we want to buy. That's the car most brothers, most young cats that's thugs, street niggas. You ask them what their favorite car would be. A lot of them want to buy a Crown Vic and put some 22-inch rims on. And that shit they was doing that back in 95. But niggas still want to do it 25 years later. We still, 26 years later, we still want to wear the same have the same cars. Why? Because that's what because my thing is, I always thought, I don't want to drive what everybody else drive. I want my shit to be distinct and different. No, they think different is just getting a good paint job. You know what I'm saying? That's real. But my thing is this, man. Like, we have got to stop allowing ourselves to really dwell and Dodge Chargers up north. Yeah, that's becoming one down here too. They starting to get into that hard too. Yeah. Which a Charger, if you keep it clean and got a decent, it don't have that look. You know what I'm saying? Because you still got a lot of people that ride those. But I do see some thug guys wearing those. So you got to be careful because cops will go at that car. You know what I'm saying? Um, Short bed Chevy. Yeah. So, but let me go ahead and finish this little piece.
You been here this long? You gonna try to find game money? This here is where the game ends. I don't believe you're ever gonna have a home. I know. Or have a half-decent job. Or get an education. Even have a family worth of shit. You know why? Do you know why? Because you're happy just to be a motherfucking nigga. The clock is ticking, son. You have no time. I don't believe you're gonna make it through that motherfucking flood.
This speech actually got through to him. Because watch this.
When I get out of here, I'm gonna come back down here and I'm gonna smoke Calhoun.
Yeah. Well, I'll posse with you.
Motherfucker talking all types of crazy shit. He the type of motherfucker hate his own damn race, hear me? Call me a nigga.
See, that's the type nigga right there. Gotta say nothing but a Uncle Tom.
That got him. That got him. He said they'll call me an Uncle Tom. Then he started thinking. See, so I mean, look, everybody that's young and knuckleheads at 17, 18, they're not lost causes by no stretch. But what I'm saying is, I don't think we should baby or wait behind for them. If you want to change your life, then I'll be all there for them to. I believe they should have every resource at their disposal to do just that. But I just don't believe that people should be the whole of the black community should be rearranged, or the trajectory of our community should be rearranged such that it will accommodate screw ups, right? Like black people, we center our whole political strategy around the screw ups. We center our whole ideology around screw ups. Like we just do. Everything that we do and focus on is about the fact that, what about the less fortunate black people where your mama own crack and your daddy's locked up and that. So what do we do? Because of that, we got to make these damn absurdly low standards for our own people. Absurdly low. Like stuff that's just like that doesn't make any sense. Not only that, because of that, we're treated as children. So the first thing we do is when we go to a table, instead of talking about family, or if anything, talking about families and stuff like that, or trying to encourage that type of legislation, we talk about prison reform. That's the number one thing we want to talk about. Is what about the fuck ups? What about the people that got caught selling dope, or that was terrorizing the neighborhood? He shot somebody 10 years ago, but they didn't die. He's still in jail. Shouldn't he be out on parole? The nigga that's in prison raping people, let's let that nigga out. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes a lot of people need to be in jail. Not everybody. I'm saying they do have some. It needs to be changed. Ain't like that. You know what I'm saying? They do over sentence a lot of people. But what I'm saying is there is a problem with us centering or catering the whole of the black community to people that are just screw ups. And I don't think we should do that. I think we should require them to raise their standards. They should raise their standards. The people that's out here terrorizing our community and doing the things that they doing, you know what I'm saying, shooting up and acting a damn fool. Those aren't the people that we should be focused on, but it is. And because of that, we have a very low IQ when it comes to politics. We have a very low IQ. We got to shed that damn dead weight. There needs to be a damn schism. There just does. Because if it's a lot of dead weight, it's a lot of things that I just don't have the time. We don't have the time. We trying to run businesses. We trying to raise kids. You know what I'm saying? Kevin Samuels said this on his show. He probably did. I ain't saying everything he said out his mouth is wrong. You know what I'm saying? But I just think that when it comes down to it, a lot of people don't want to go there. They really don't. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to go there and do the heavy lifting that needs to be done. There's some heavy lifting that needs to be done with black people. That and if no one's gonna do it, then we need to separate. because that's the problem. Because I don't have time. Like right now, you got illegal immigrants, caravans of them flooding into the country. You got a president and you got Republicans and Democrats basically them grab the ankles and finna get them whatever they want, and they finna be able to get in line with people whose aunts and uncles and grandparents swung from trees and protested and marched for them to have rights in this country, and they get in line, and you got the audacity as the president-elect to tell me to tell black people they better get in line. We better get in line. Oh, it would have been some furniture movement. If me and him would have had a problem, he'd have told me that. The balls on you to tell me that. But that didn't even make Al Sharpton get mad. I don't even think he really got upset. I don't think most black people got that. Should have probably caused the biggest schism with black people and President Biden. That leaked audio. The average nigga on the street right now, if you walk up to him, has never heard that damn leaked audio. They don't even know this man told them, I ain't finna do nothing for prison reform. I ain't finna do nothing for police reform. I can't. I ain't got time for that. And he hasn't said a thing. And the average black person, if you go sit up and talk to him, hey man, what you think about this President-elect Biden back in like November, December? He basically was shouting at Al Sharpton on the leaked audio, man, just talking to him like he wasn't nobody. What's up, man? What you think of that? Man, where you get your information from? Like, this the average nigga. I'm telling you what it is. Where you get your information from? That's some crazy right-wing sort. Like, it ain't got nothing to do with that. Like, you want to hear it? You know what I'm saying? And even if you do hear it, you ain't finna stop supporting it. You ain't finna stop supporting this. This man can say, I hate niggers. I hate niggers. You're all a bunch of monkeys. You're all this. And 85-90% of black folks will still vote for Biden. They don't give a damn. That right there, that's lack of critical thinking. Okay, that's just, so I don't see us evolving. Like right now, with the stuff that's going on and the way the political landscape is changing in America right now, black people aren't evolving. A lot of us aren't, even with YouTube. A lot of us aren't evolving politically, and there is hell to pay for that. And we're gonna pay the cost. We gonna pay it. Like it's no way around it. Black people, you're gonna pay for this level of stupidity. Like the stuff we're doing right now, supporting a party where motherfuckers trying to bring illegal immigrants to replace our ass, and we don't have no problem with that. You know what I'm saying? Supporting the party that's telling you that a man is a woman. Okay. You go right ahead. You know what I'm saying? That is counterintuitive to everything that we stand for. Everything. I'm not saying support to vote Republican, but what I am saying is there should be a schism between us and the Democrat Party, and there isn't a schism. A lot of black people just didn't show up, but all they had to do was pick Michelle Obama, and most of them same folks that voted for Barack Obama would have showed up for Michelle. And she got worse policies than Joe Biden do, probably. They don't care. It's Michelle Obama. All she had to do was get Beyonce to campaign with her. Everybody would have showed up. Yeah, it would have been lines around the corner to vote for Michelle. Wait till she run. When Michelle Obama run, it's going to probably be the greatest damn turnout in the black community ever. 110% of black people going to show up to vote for Michelle Obama. Watch. Michelle Obama, right? 110% of people are going to show up, black folks. And when they show up, we get whatever come our way. We deserve it. We deserve whatever comes our way. If you're going to support a party and a group of people that go against everything that you say you stand for, if you're going to support an organization like Black Lives Matter that say that we reject the Western prescribed nuclear family, we want to destroy the nuclear family. They say that they want the removal of what they call cisgender privilege, and the thought that just because you're a man, you want to be with a woman, and you assuming that just because I'm a man, I want to be with a woman. They wanted that fucked up out here where you see a man and you see him, he looks straight, but you can't even assume he want to be with a woman because they call that heteronormative thinking. That's what Black Lives Matter is about. You know what I'm saying? Removal of parental rights. Marxism. What is Marxism? Marxism, removal of parental rights, destruction of the family. I mean, they in lockstep with Marxism, right? No property rights. Just read they bullet points. They don't believe in property rights. Everything that Marxism was, and then the lady goes out and says we're trained Marxists. You can tell the average nigga that he'll still say Black Lives Matter and hold his fists up to support it. I don't see us recovering from that level of stupidity. I just don't. So when people make these arguments about us being low IQ, it's kind of a vacillating argument for me. Sometimes I feel like defending it because I'm black and I'm like that's some racist shit. When you just say just because I'm black, I'm stupid, and then you just you know what I'm saying. But then and I'll defend it because all you got to do is just go and look at all types of things like the African. You could take the average African. They say the average sub-Saharan African has an average IQ of 70. You look at the IQs of them, and they randomly go to non-lottery countries, or they go to I'm sorry, yeah, none. Well, what they call a lottery? They have a lottery, and then they have countries like Nigeria. Nigeria doesn't have a lottery, right? So a Nigeria can come over here poor, no money, right? And even the ones that come with the lottery, like any country that has a lottery where they use the lottery to bring people over, follow their children. When they come over to America and they have children, watch how those children turn out. If it's genetic, those children should be the most low IQ, ignorant people in the country. And we all know African immigrant children outperform Asians. Y'all know that. You know what I'm saying? So what does that tell you? It's a lie. It's not true. That's the way you can pull it apart. That's one. Also, you can look at the whole IQ argument internationally and say, okay, if IQ really has any bearing on the black community, and they use that as a reason as to why black people are at the bottom in America, then all you got to do is look at the gross domestic products of all the nations. And in the top 10, you'll see about 4 or 5 nations where the average IQ is under 85. So how are they able? Like I know one of them is what's the name of that place? Booty or something like some place. I forget the name of it. But I went through the list one time and I looked at it. There was a whole bunch of places, United Arab Emirates, places like that. I think in the UAE, those people's IQ was like 78. And them people they wealthier. The Saudis, they have lower IQs than the average African American, but they outperform it. And the whites have higher IQs, but yet they're not. So what does it really matter if you have an average IQ in your nation of, let's say, 75, but your people are wealthy and living a much better quality of life? Then are they really more dumb and lack the intelligence of a person that scores 100 on average? No. You go to Appalachia, they got an average IQ of 100. Doesn't necessarily mean that them people ain't living in trailer parks and trying to kill each other and on crystal meth, a lot of them. You know what I'm saying? Not all of them. But you get what I'm saying? So that's one side, right? I can disagree with that argument of the IQ. But then when I see the other side, where it's like, damn, like, you know what I'm saying? Like the brother that I drive through today, right? That pissed me off. Then you got, people, black people doing dumb things. And it's like, do you understand you hurt yourself? Don't you understand Trump building a wall would have probably benefited black people? That's why he got 20% of black men, 25%, 25% of brothers started voting for him. The wall benefit black people. If black people, so you can't understand how building a wall on a border with people that are low-skilled workers that come here and compete with black low-skilled workers. If you just build a wall, that will force them to actually have to raise their rates because you're an American citizen, and you know what I'm saying? They won't be able, the market will adjust, and it'll be better for black folks if you just build a damn wall. This has been proven. Walls work. And yet the average black person is Democrat. Like I just, that right there, when I see stuff like that, I'm like, damn, maybe there's some truth to that damn low IQ argument. I'm sorry. I mean, and am I the only one? It's not IQ, it's cultural. That I agree. I agree 1,000,000%. I agree. I'm just saying, because I just tried to say I disagree with the IQ argument. What I'm saying is, although I disagree with the argument, when I see stupidity like that, then I'm like, well, damn. Is it? When I see you as a black person trying to justify raising 15% for that dumbass dude that messed up my son's order for weeks straight every time, that has nothing to do. That has nothing to do. Like we go through that. I went through that drive-through with this dude. Like at least I'd have seen him at least 10 times. He always leaves the apples out the damn Happy Meal every time. Surely he ain't doing it like that on purpose. Either he's lazy or he just does not have reading comprehension. He can't read a damn ticket. That's one of the two. Either way, I guarantee you, if I followed him to school, he didn't make over a damn 20 on the ACT. I know he did. Bet he did. I bet he did. I bet his ass didn't make over a damn 15 on the ACT. And the SAT probably made a 400. Real talk. I can guarantee it. I bet you if I went and followed him, that's what type of nigga I know. I can tell you a lot about him just by looking at him, the way he operate, the way he looked at me, the energy he gave me at the drive-through. I said, man, you know what? I got mad, then I calmed down. I said, you know what? He really just stupid. It ain't really he's just dumb. He can't. So he's dumb. So see, one thing when you run into a stupid person, you have to understand, you almost can't even hold them accountable for the dumb shit they do because they stupid. They ain't got no choice. It's like a dog, right? Like a dog, you can take a puppy, right? Puppy lick you, love you, run in the house, they jumping up and down. And we all know this. You take that damn Purina or whatever you feed them, and you put it down in that pot, in that cup, whatever you feed them with, right? And he down there eating, put your hand down there while he eating. Watch what he'll do to you. It's instinct. He loves you. But if you put your hand down there, he gonna bite you. I don't care who it is. And it could be a little 12-pound puppy. That's what they'll do. Why? It's instinct. It's almost animalistic. There is no critical thinking. He's not thinking, this is my master. He feeds me, he clothes me, he takes me to the vet, he gives me shots. Why would I bite him? They don't think. They just react. See, that brother in that drive-through, he just reacts. He knew he messed up. He didn't feel like being pointed out that he messed up by a customer who paid their money fairly, right? So what does he do? He gives me some little negative energy. He feels like he wants to, look at me all crazy because I'm trying to point it out. That right there, I can't even hold him accountable no more. He's a child. I have to think for him. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you see a 3-year-old or something, you're like, okay, he's 3. I shouldn't get mad. We really shouldn't get mad at this shit. Now this is therapeutic for me sometimes to do these videos because I have to think my worldview out while I'm on live, right? Like, I'm thinking maybe I shouldn't even get upset. Like, he's just stupid. And it's not even a jab. It's just he's dumb. So I can't expect him to conduct himself logically. There is no logic when it comes. And this is the thing. And so when you see that, and that's why I said, just like Delroy Lindo in that clip I just played, you got niggas and you got black people. And there needs to be a separation. Guys, I got class in a minute. I got to talk to somebody right now. Talk to my lady. Y'all have a good one.